ChatGPT versus Gemini versus Deepseek.
They all get the same challenge. Write a Minecraft mod from scratch. Same prompt, same rules, 45 minutes on the clock. No excuses. There's really nothing else to explain, so let's jump straight into the AIs.
All right, we're starting with ChatGPT. We're writing our new prompt and we're doing it with a plan. I want a KubeJS mod for Minecraft Java Edition, and yes, we're intentionally using caps lock so it understands this is Java. That adds one modified version of a classic tool category item. Pick exactly one tool type from the recognizable Minecraft basics and invent your own unique upgrade for it. You choose the tool and you choose the mechanics. The result must be clearly usable in normal survival gameplay, and effect must be obvious when I use the tool. Give me the full working KubeJS code with the exact file paths and complete code so I can copy, paste, and test immediately. Include a crafting recipe so I can obtain it in-game. All right, timer starts. We're waiting for ChatGPT's answer. And instantly, it starts doing a bunch of searches. Like it's digging everywhere. Shovels, pickaxes, all that. And I actually love that. It looks like it's really checking options instead of just hallucinating one item. But while it's thinking, bro, this takes forever. I'm not even kidding. We're basically watching an episode of The Simpsons because waiting 10 minutes like this is crazy. Okay, finally, we've got the code, and we got overclocked pickaxe. So it's a pickaxe that gives us a speed boost and lets us mine blocks way faster. All right, that sounds actually useful. Time check. We've got 34 minutes left. Let's stop talking and get into the files. We save everything, the logic part, the item file itself, and finally, the recipe. We add the new recipe file, paste the code, save. Oh, wait, what? It uses a redstone block in the pickaxe recipe? That's a really weird choice, but okay, we'll take it. Now we move to the texture generation while Minecraft is loading in the background. And I swear, please give me an image, not code, because code for a texture is the most annoying thing ever. And nope, of course. We got a long, weird chunk of code. All right, fine, we test it. We run it, we open the output. And bro, what is this? These look like rakes or something. Like literally, what even is that? Okay, one more time. We tell it, generate an actual image. Oh, okay, now that looks genuinely high quality. Time check, 22 minutes left, half the round. Let's launch Minecraft and go straight into testing. We load our world, we check the inventory. And yes, we immediately have the item. That's a good sign. Texture looks solid, ability exists, also a good sign. Now we need a proper testing spot. Let's go to some stone blocks and do a clean test. This place looks boring. It's not bright, it's not interesting. Let's set up a better location so the test actually looks good on video. After a long search and building the test area, we're finally ready. All right, test 1. We mine with the pickaxe normally. And yeah, you can see the base speed. Now we hit the ability and mine again with the new pickaxe. And bro, even blocks like copper get mined way faster. Stone? Don't even talk to me. There is no speed up on the video. This is raw. Okay, now we test it in a more dynamic situation. We're gonna speed run a scenario for this. All right, setup is ready. We've got mobs around us. We activate the ability. We try to mine what we need under pressure. And as you can see, it actually works. We can move, mine, survive. Now we do the same test with a normal Minecraft pickaxe. And yeah, nothing works. We get distracted, we can't escape, we can't keep up. So honestly, this item is actually useful.
We have 13 minutes left. That's more than enough time to add enchantments, upgrades, maybe even multiple tiers of this pickaxe. So we write another prompt, add upgrades, and we get an answer. We now have 3 tiers, iron, diamond, and netherite. All right, we move into file creation again, copy, paste, save, and drop them into our mod pack. We update the logic too, restart Minecraft, and if this works, this might be the best item so far. But of course, we get 3 errors.
Why are you gay?
All right, classic move, screenshot. Time check, 8 minutes. We throw it into the chat, explain that the code is causing errors, and wait for a fix. And if we actually fix this, This might be the best item we've made. Mechanics, speed, quality, everything. Okay, we got the reply. We update the code, all parts, so everything actually works. And I'm really hoping this is it. We reload Minecraft, and finally, no errors. We open the inventory, and yep, we actually have 3 pickaxes. They look identical for now, but that's not important. We do a couple quick preparations for a clean test area. Time check, 1.5 minutes left. We try enchanting the item. And yes, it enchants. That's actually insane. That's a real mod item moment. Now we do a quick test for all 3 tiers. We start with iron. We test on diamond ore. Normal speed, the usual Minecraft pace. Now we trigger the ability on our custom iron pickaxe. And you can see the result. It's way faster because of the speed 3 effect. Now tier 2. Diamond tier. Normal pickaxe first, nothing special. Now we switch to ours. And bro, it cuts through insanely fast. Even tough blocks mine way quicker. Honestly, this might be the most useful item we've built so far. Now tier 3. Netherite. Vanilla netherite is slow and kind of painful, as always. Now we use ours. It might still look slow, but compared to vanilla, it's noticeably faster. Final stage, crafting table test. And I actually love this. To get tier 3, you first craft tier 1 and tier 2, and only then upgrade to tier 3. That's clean progression. And yep, we can craft all 3 tiers. We quickly confirm tier 2. Yep, it's there. And finally, we craft tier 3 using deep slate, nether ingots, and obsidian. And yep, we have all 3 tiers. The info is there. Honestly, this is a straight 10 out of 10. The only minus, we didn't have time to make icons for the other 2 tiers. But the item itself? Unreal. ChatGPT, you actually cooked.
Okay, ChatGPT set the bar way too high. Now I'm really hoping Gemini doesn't lose this. All right, we pick a strong model, we paste the exact same prompt, same conditions, fully fair. Timer on, and we're starting. And compared to GPT, Gemini answers much faster. Not gonna lie, that's actually nice, like really convenient. Okay, we got Singularity Pickaxe, and it says it has a gravity ability. What? That's not a normal mechanic at all. That's weird in a good way. Oh, okay, I get it now. Blocks mined by the pickaxe in a certain radius will get pulled toward us. Honestly, that can actually save your life. All right, code time. We take the first file, copy, paste. Looks fine, I think. Save. And I'll say this, Gemini keeps adding these little in-game messages, like real feedback inside Minecraft. That's a nice touch. That's clean. Okay, logic file next. It's not huge compared to other mods, but I'm praying it's enough. Please work. Now texture. We write a proper prompt so it looks actually good. And after a long wait, we get this. Bro, what is this? This looks like an African ruler staff, not a pickaxe. Not even close. All right, okay. Regenerate transparent background. Let's try again. Okay, now we actually have a pickaxe. Time check, 38 minutes left. It looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. Let's jump straight into testing. And yep, we instantly get a whole wagon of errors. Classic. All right, usual procedure, screenshot. Ah, okay, so the problem was the file name. We fixed the name, that was on us. All right, back into Minecraft, back to testing. And we do have the item, that's already a win. No syntax errors now, no instant crash. At least we're not fighting the loader today. Okay, test time. And, I'm not really seeing the magnet effect, like at all. Instead, we get a bunch of blocks showing up everywhere. And I don't like this. I really don't like this. This feels like we're about to waste a lot of time fixing a cool idea that's broken in practice. So, screenshot again. We tell Gemini, code runs, but the mechanic is honestly in a bad state. We replace the code, time check, 30 minutes left, we test again. And look at that. Nothing changed. Like, literally nothing. Okay, that's disappointing. So we tell Gemini maybe we need an active buff because passive magnet logic might not trigger properly. Maybe that's the problem. And we get a reply. All right, let's rewrite the mod so it consumes ender pearls. Ender pearls.
Teleport vibes, gravity pull. Okay, sure, that makes sense on paper. Let's try it. No errors. We stack ender pearls in the inventory and we test. And it kinda works, but yeah, the visuals are broken. Blocks get collected, but the visual icons don't disappear. So inventory updates, but visually it looks like the blocks are still there. That's confusing. That's messy.
All right, let's move somewhere cooler. Maybe the location makes it clearer. Let's test again in a better spot. And we randomly find a warden area. On accident. Of course we did. We mine iron, and suddenly it stacks like crazy. Like a massive pile of iron just clumps together. It almost lagged our game into death. Bro, what is this? So we write an angry message. Ender pearls aren't being consumed. And before it was almost okay. Now it's chaos. Fix it. Time check, 15 minutes left. We get a reply. We paste the code, save, restart. No errors. But just look at this. I don't even understand what I'm seeing. The FPS is dying. The game is almost crashing purely from the graphics. And this is actually scary. Because yeah, worst case it kicks us out. But also, this is the kind of thing that can cook a weak PC. So we tell Gemini, it's bugged. Fix it. Now. It says it changed something. Okay, sure. Let's test. And at first it looks fine. And then, there it is. Our favorite fireworks show. Flashing, spinning, exploding. And yeah, it looks funny, but I am not buying a new PC because of a Minecraft pickaxe effect. Look at the stutter. Look at the lag. All right, we restart the game. We test again. And again. What? What is this? Oh my God. Okay, new code chunk arrives. We update everything. Time check, 6 minutes left. All right, last stretch. Let's make this usable. And it looks like it reduced the brightness. It's still Enderman-ish, but at least it's not nuclear now. Okay, mine some blocks. Collect them. Try the effect. Then we try to mess with the warden a bit. And yeah, all the warden summons triggered. That was terrifying. So we ran immediately. No shame. Okay, enchant test. The item can be enchanted. That's actually a big plus. That's solid. Now crafting test. We try to craft the pickaxe. Everything is there. Time check, 30 seconds left. In those 30 seconds, we try one last improvement. Because yes, blocks go into the inventory, but visually they still look stuck or present. And it's confusing. It messes with your brain. We get a fix. We test it. And it does nothing. Like actually nothing. All right, restart again. Last chance. Some Chinese language last hope patch. Final test. Amen. And yeah, it got worse. So my fair score for Gemini is 7 out of 10, because this was weird, hilarious, and genuinely educational. We got an icon, the logic kind of worked, but it was unstable, messy, and scary on performance. To make this actually clean, you'd need more time. Way more time. All right, and now we move to the last AI in this episode. This is Deepseek for our Chinese friend. Same prompt, same rules. Timer on, and we start. Okay, we already have some replies, some thoughts. Let's see what this is. And it's an axe, Thunder Axe. Man, that name sounds so, I don't know, just cliche, like a generic cool axe name. It feels basic, but fine, let's do it. We copy the code, we paste it in, we get 3 files, and that already makes me happy. At least it's structured, not like those one file, trust me bro situations. We save these 3 files, and then we also get this weird extra thing, a strange one-line file. All right, sure, we save that too. Now we ask it to generate a texture, same way we asked the other models. We want it to look native in Minecraft. And it starts typing for a long time, like a really long time. It's thinking, it's writing, and we get this weird cipher-looking output, plus a lot of code. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens. The image saves, and we get this. I don't even know what to call it. It looks like a child's drawing, honestly. All right, screenshot. We show our Chinese friend what it just made. And wait, the image doesn't even load. Oh, I get it now. It can only read text, so it can't really process images like that. So we ask it to change the icon anyway, because this icon looks terrible, like my little brother drew it when he was 3, and Deepseek starts giving us methods again. So yeah, I'm getting the feeling it just doesn't generate images properly. All right, we try again. Now we get different code, and this code generates random symbols? Deepseek, that's very weird. And we basically get the same result again. We already spent 13 minutes on this. Okay, fine, let's move on. We launch Minecraft, and instantly, error. Classic. Screenshot. Hey, we have an error. Please improve the code so this doesn't happen. We get a replacement, we swap the code in the file. All right, maybe this will change something. Not gonna lie, I have a bias against Deepseek. It feels like some strange free tool, like that weird cousin from a village. You know what I mean? Just different. And we get an error again. Screenshot again. What is this, brother? We get another replacement. Standard procedure. We test again. And okay, thank God, no errors now. We have the item, we have the tool, but it works with bugs. So the main thing works, but the second function doesn't. It doesn't clear the boards. It's supposed to clear boards and it just doesn't. So we show it again. We still have a bug. Please rewrite the code. We go back and now the code works. And we even get a nice message in game. This board is already cleaned. There's no point cleaning it again. Okay, that's actually convenient. That's actually cool. Maybe I was wrong about Deepseek. And as you can see, it works. It's a weird thing, but it works. All right, back to Deepseek. Now we ask for enchantments, upgrades, something like that. We want it to feel native to Minecraft. Time check, 12 minutes left. We check crafting. And yes, we can craft it. But the recipe is really weird. An enchanted book, a trident, and a diamond axe. Okay, sure. Now we check enchantments, and yes, it enchants. Now we show a bit of gameplay using the tool, just a little, so you can see it in action. All right, we push further. We replace the code again. Maybe we can actually get those upgrades we asked for. We update the logic part. And now we go into custom enchantments. That sounds unusual. Other models didn't really do that. But as you can see, we still basically have just one item. We restart the game, and now we get an error again. This one is super specific. I don't even know what it means. And of course, we get a whole truckload of code to replace again. All right, we patch it, we replace it. At this point, I'm just hoping the logic ends up cool, even if the visuals are painful. Final attempt, we launch. And errors again. We have 0 time left. Timer is done, round over. So I'm rating Deepseek a solid 5 out of 10. Why 5 out of 10? Because the item itself, I wouldn't call it super useful. It feels more like decoration and visuals. And let's be honest, it's basically just an axe. And the recipe costs valuable items, like a trident and an enchanted book. So yeah, big minus is the recipe. Another minus is the weird visuals. Another minus is that it doesn't fully work. The only real plus? It works, kind of. Not perfectly, but it does something.